Next up on WTV, the girls basketball team visits Isbell, this week's edition of Real Talk and today's sports. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, March 10th, and I'm Hannah Beeler with today's Daily Update brought to you by Wingspan TV. Girls basketball continues celebrating by visiting Isabel Elementary. WTV's Ryan Shapiro has the story.
Last fall, girls basketball went down to Isbell with one goal in mind.
Y'all made a pretty bold statement to all these kids. Does anybody remember what that was? It was like a goal that y'all had. Does anybody remember? Do you remember?
To win state.
Today, they came back having accomplished that goal, but not without overcoming different challenges.
Well, I think these girls work really hard every day, and so being able to encourage them and support them throughout this season has been really good, so I'm super proud of them.
Without working as a team, they would have never been able to win state.
We all had to come up with one goal in mind, and that was to win, and we all really came together. And every day you're not going to have a good day, so that's when you have to rely on other people to help bring you up, and that's when the other people have to lift you up. Especially like in basketball, sometimes you don't make all of your shots, so that's when you need a teammate to lift you up and say, it's okay, you're gonna make the next one. It's okay, next play, or like go get back on defense and get a stop. So that's what really, we all came together and we had to lift each other up so that way we can make this goal possible.
Although they all had one team goal, senior Journey Harris had a goal for herself.
One of my personal goals was to have confidence in myself.
Whether it be basketball or any other sport, these girls are a true inspiration for the students at Isabel Elementary.
Before we give them one big final cheer so they can head out because they have school too this morning, raise your hand if you would love to be a part of a team like this. And it doesn't have to be basketball. It could be baseball, soccer, football. Like when you see this collaboration up here and this friendship and teamwork that they have going on. Yes.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Ryan Shapiro.
The third 9 weeks comes to an end today. WTV's Lauren Pratt has the details.
The third 9 weeks officially concludes today. While the deadline may be a little stressful, staff and students alike are looking forward to spring break.
Kind of stressed because I feel like we just did grades, but ready for spring break.
I feel really happy. Spring break is coming and I'm excited to get some sleep.
Redhawks are also looking forward to the fourth 9 weeks after returning from break.
I feel like next 9 weeks is going to be fun because normally towards the last weeks of school, we're going to play a lot of games and we're going to, enjoy our classes a lot more. So I'm looking more forward to the next 9 weeks.
While teachers are anticipating to begin new projects and assignments in the new 9 weeks.
I'm especially excited because my AP kids are going to do their create task. So I'm excited to see what they come up with.
The final 9 weeks of the school year begins on Monday, March 20th. Reporting for WTV, I'm Lauren Pratt.
Students in biology are spending an entire unit learning about genetics. WTV's Gilbert Aluga has the story.
Genetics is the study of heredity and helps show us how organisms pass down genetic traits.
Part of our unit we look into and we look at pedigrees, which is kind of a family tree, and we get to see on that family tree how certain traits are passed down to offspring.
Genetics is also important for other subjects later taught in biology.
Genetics is hugely important for the students to understand because it sets the groundwork.
Student Nisha Vivek's takeaway was very literal but still applies to life.
This unit helped me learn the different ways that alleles and genes can be inherited from parents.
There are even more life applications other than inheritance.
It's relevant to our day-to-day lives with genetic testing being commercially available. GMO crops.
Reporting for WTV, I am Gilbert Aluga.
The growing Frisco population has led to more open jobs, and you can learn more about them at this year's job fair. WTV's Varun Saravanan has the details.
Ongoing construction at the CTE Center is one of the district's measures to expand as Frisco ISD continues to grow. And in their newest decision to adapt to new students, the Board of Trustees finalized the addition of a new middle and intermediate school for 5th and 6th graders. To help support the new campuses, Frisco ISD is holding a job fair to discuss new teacher openings, benefits, and salaries.
I bet they'd hire you on the spot for some jobs at the job fair, for ones that they have positions open for. But it's good for the person that wants a job too, to kind of hear from the people that are there, what the options are, what the benefits are.
The job fair is tomorrow from 9 to 11:30 a.m. at Lebanon Trail High School. Reporting for WTV, I'm Varun Saravanan.
On this week's edition of Real Talk, WTV's Lauren Sinclair asked students about their plans for spring break.
Hey Redhawks, this is WTV's Lauren Sinclair with this week's edition of Real Talk. What are your plans for spring break?
I'm going to Vegas for a volleyball tournament, and then I'm going to Arizona with my mom. I am going to Cancun with my family.
I'm going to Disney with band.
I'm going to Washington, D.C., and I'm going to play a lot of soccer.
How do you feel that we have a different spring break than all the rest of the districts?
I don't like it because some of my friends and my volleyball friends are not on spring break with me, but also, they'll be back in school while we're out of school, so.
Honestly, it's not that bad, especially because I'm taking calling classes, so my week is really short. I just kind of feel bad for the people that actually have to be here.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Lauren Sinclair.
Today's sports, WTV's Luke Martin brings you a recap on Red Hawk athletics.
Boys soccer took on district opponent Emerson on Tuesday. Boys would get out to a 1-0 lead, but would end up tying the Mavericks 2-2. The team will look to get back in the win column as they take on Lebanon Trail in their senior night game tonight, with kickoff at 7:30 p.m. at the Nest. Girls soccer also took on district opponent Emerson on Tuesday. The game would be all Redhawks, with a dominant 7-0 win over the Mavericks. The team will look to stay winning as they face off against Lebanon Trail tonight at 5:30 p.m. at Lebanon Trail. Baseball competed against Reedy in round 1 of the FISD Tournament of Champions yesterday. The Lions would lead from start to finish, beating the Redhawks by a score of 4-0. The boys will look to bounce back in round 2 of the tournament today, as they take on Frisco with first pitch at 10 a.m. Softball also competed earlier this week, taking on district opponent Heritage. The matchup would be all Coyotes, with Heritage winning 14-0. The girls will look to bounce back tonight as they head up against district opponent Memorial with first pitch at 6:30 at Memorial High School. Reporting for WTV, I'm Luke Martin.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. AP Drawing students are hosting an art gallery show until today in room H102. The theme is mixed art mediums, and there will be snacks on a first-come, first-served basis. Debate 1 is looking for a few dedicated students. Do you enjoy challenging others? Do you appreciate learning about both sides of an issue? If you're wanting to experience an environment that challenges and supports your speaking and thinking skills, then Debate 1 might be your place. If you have any questions, reach out to Ms. Porter at porterm@friscoisd.org. Wingspan and WTV are looking for new members to join the staff for the 2023-2024 school year. Sports, social media, podcasts, columns, storytelling, the possibilities of what you can do is up to you. See journalism advisor Brian Higgins and C102 to be a part of this local, state, and national award-winning program. That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Hannah Beeler for Wingspan TV.